Hi everyone, it's Wes here. On today's video, I want to talk about how you can be able to land an international job. Mainly, what I want to talk about is the attitudes that we have as people. So, we're living in an internet age or internet world where you can be able to have access to information at any given time. The moment you click on your phone, you have like access to opportunities, you have access to vacancies and everything, like with just a click. So, the question would be, why don't so many people get international jobs? Now, I want to talk about the attitudes that other people have, or some people have, or maybe I used to have, that these somehow hinder you being able to get a job uh, outside your country. So I just want to talk about like what, 5 or 6 or 4 attitudes. We'll see how many I cover in this one. There are a lot of them, but I just want to cover a few. So, and one of the reasons why I'm doing this video is because I used to have these attitudes before. Now, when I somehow switched and realized that, you know what, maybe this is how you have to think about international jobs, things changed. Because I'll be honest to say, I've been able to have like interviews for organizations in the US, like big organizations uh, here in the UK as well, like while I was in Malawi. So I think once I started doing this thing, or once I changed these attitudes, it's when I started seeing results. Let me put it that way. So the first attitude that I'll cover that you may want to have is that you are a global citizen. Now, why I'm saying this is because sometimes you are used to your space, you're used to being from, let's say, in my case, you're used to being from Malawi, that you think, like, you know what, I'm from Malawi, nothing will change. This is it. I'll stay here for life. I mean, cool. If you want to stay there, nothing wrong. But if you're looking for international opportunities, the idea is you have to change your mind and change your attitude and not to say, you know what, I'm a global citizen. Now, how are you a global citizen? Simple answer is the internet. The internet has somehow simplified everything. Now that you know everything that is happening in the UK, regardless of wherever you are, whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Asia, whether you're here in Europe or you're in America, regardless of where you are, you know whatever is happening. So this means you are part of the global world. Yeah. So how does this attitude of you knowing that you're a global citizen help you get an international job? I mean, the idea is the moment you realize that you are a global citizen, you can easily apply elsewhere, because you'll not be thinking like, oh, can I fit into this? Can I fit in into this country? Can I fit in, or if maybe I cannot fit in? So you take that out because you know, like, you know what, I'm a global player, if you will. So I can be able to fit in into any other country. All right. So the second point is you can learn anything else, guys. Trust me, you really have to know that you can be able to learn anything else. Now, let me give you an example to say, sometimes when you're applying for jobs outside your country, let's say you're in Malawi and then you want to apply for a job in America or in UK. Now, you see a job vacancy in your field, cool. Now, they have written like the job duties to say this is what you do, you have to do this, and you have to do this. And trust me, these are two different countries. It means the context as well is different. So the moment you read that, the first reaction to it is like, oh, I don't know this, I don't know this, I don't know this. I also don't know this. So the thing is, the moment you're telling yourself like, I don't know all this, yes, you don't know them, but the thing is, that should not make you think you can't know them. Yeah, because the person who is doing that job now, they also didn't know, regardless of where they're coming from or whether they're from the same country, they didn't know. Yeah, so the thing is, you should have this attitude to say, I can be able to learn anything else. So just have like an open mind. Because I'll be honest, let me give an example for myself. When I saw the job that I applied for here in the UK, I saw some other things, like I didn't know anything else. Trust me, guys, I didn't know anything else. Like when I read, I was like, it's in procurement. I've been working in procurement. I've studied procurement to a master's level. But when I read the things, I was like, I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. Now here I am. I'm doing the job, but now I'm learning those things. Like, oh, so this is what they meant. Oh, this is what they meant. So you get it. So the idea is have an open mind to say, I can be able to learn anything else. So yeah, those duties or responsibilities that you see, they should not scare you. They should not scare you. Okay, make sure you apply. Okay, so the third point, if you want to get an international job, is, guys, this is very important. Make sure you avoid the victim mentality. Now, I had to say it slowly because I really wanted you to get it. So, what do I mean by avoiding the victim mentality? Now, you should get me here. Sometimes I've realized this maybe happens in, should I say, in Malawian communities or African communities. Sometimes we should be like on the side that people should feel pity for us to be given opportunities. So maybe we may think like this: oh, I'm coming from humble beginnings, I'm coming from Africa, I'm coming from Malawi, I'm coming from, then maybe people should feel sorry for me so that they should give me opportunities. Guys, let me be honest, the world doesn't work like that. I mean, I'm not saying coming from a humble beginning is I mean, you shouldn't be given opportunities. Yes, you should, but the thing is, you'll not be given opportunities based off where you're coming from, but you'll be given the opportunities based on the capability that you're be able to do the job. Yeah. So the idea is, you shouldn't say, oh, because I'm applying from Malawi, then they'll think, oh, maybe Malawi is the poorest country in the world, like, or one of them, so they'll feel sorry for me. No, guys, no one will feel sorry for you. So it's not like you have to prove to say, oh, I'm coming from a country that is considered as a poor country, so maybe you guys should consider me for that. No, no one will consider you based off that. People will consider you based off your abilities. So make sure you avoid the victim mentality. Okay, now this brings us to point number 4. So point number 4 is avoid the dependency syndrome. Now, what do I mean by this one? By this, I mean, make sure you should bring in some sense of initiatives on yourself. Do some research on yourself before you ask someone else. Let me give you an example. So there are people like myself who share this information, or maybe you have relatives that stay in the UK or they stay outside Malawi. So you may ask them if like questions like, oh, you know what, I'd like to get a job in your country, let's say in US or in Poland or wherever they are. Now, in the country that you're residing, not in your country, yeah, in the country that you are residing in. So they may give you information to say, oh, for you to get a job here in Poland, this is what you have to do. You should do A, B, C, D. Cool. Now, to some extent, now everything is left on you to do the research and to do a little more. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't ask like people who are here in the UK or whatever. No, I mean, here I am sharing this information. But the thing is, to a certain level, it's now on you. You have to do some research on yourself. You have to take some initiative on yourself. You have to do some reading. Because what happens is, with people like me who share this information, sometimes I can share like a link for you to apply for a job. And then instead of you clicking the link for you to apply the job, you start asking me about like, oh, so are they looking for, what qualifications are they looking for? Now the question is, I've sent you the link. You might as well just click the link for you to see what they're looking for. And maybe if you don't understand something that is from the link itself, then you can ask me. But most of the times, you want someone like to give you every single detail, which is a little bit difficult sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, avoid the dependency syndrome. That's point number 4. And point number 5 is make sure you pray about it. So I just make sure you pray about it. I mean, there's not much to explain about praying about it. So I always say how I got a job here. I believe God worked it out. And yeah, when I was applying for this job, I simply prayed, Lord, if this is your will for me to get this job, may I get it? If not, that's cool. That was my simple prayer. So here we are. So make sure you pray about it. I mean, that's the last attitude that I'll share. So yeah, today I thought I'd just share these attitudes that can help you land an international job outside your country. But yeah, which one is the last one? No, this one is the last one, number 6. But just make sure that you're confident. Be confident. Don't look down on yourself. And yeah, know that you'll be able to get a job outside your country, be it Malawi, be it Nigeria, be it, I mean, and guys, let me just be honest to say, I'm not here trying to advocate that everyone should leave their country. No, I mean, for all those that are looking for international jobs, you're my focus. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for subscribing, and thank you for the like, thank you for the comments, and thank you for all that you guys do on this channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.